Do you know how to factor a quadratic expression? Well, before we can factor a quadratic expression, let's look at what a quadratic expression is. A quadratic expression takes the form ax squared plus bx plus c, where a, b, and c are all real numbers. So if you think about this, we can say that 2x squared plus 3x plus 6 is a quadratic expression. We can also say that x squared minus 5x minus 8 is also a quadratic expression. Now let's think about factoring a quadratic expression. Remember, to factor, we're going to break it down. X squared plus 7x plus 12. Now, we're going to factor this quadratic expression into two binomials. We start by factoring the x squared. We can factor it into an x and an x. Now, because both of these signs are positive, both of these are 2. And we want two values that multiply together to equal 12 and add together to equal 7. We can substitute 4 and 3 into the two binomials. Here's what we believe is our answer. Now, we can use FOIL to check our work. X times x is x squared. X times 3x is plus 3x. 4 times x is plus 4x. And 4 times 3 is plus 12. Now we combine like terms. X squared plus 7x plus 12. Our work is accurate. Let's look at another one. We have x squared minus 8x plus 16. We're going to factor this into two binomials. We start with the x squared. That becomes x and x. Now, we need two values that multiply together to get positive 16 and add together to get negative 8. If you think about this, 4 times 4 is a very logical solution. But we don't want positive 4s because we want to add them to get a negative. So we have a negative 4 and a negative 4. Now let's use FOIL and check our work. X times x is x squared. X times negative 4, negative 4x. Negative 4 times x is negative 4x. And negative 4 times negative 4 is a positive 16. X squared minus 8x plus 16. Our work checks out. Let's look at one more. X squared plus 6x plus 9. Right away we can factor it into two binomials, and we can start by factoring x squared into x and x. Now we want two values that multiply together to get 9 and add together to get 6. And we know that 3 times 3 are two factors of 9 that also add together to get 6. 3 times 3. Our work is complete, and this is our answer.